If I had to pick one question that I get asked the most about trading, it would be, can I trade for a living? Can I make a living and an income off my trading? And if I want to, how much do I need to start my own trading business and to live off my trading? This is such a difficult question to answer, and it's always so specific and unique to each person's circumstance. But I'm going to try my utmost best to give you a framework and a reference to use in order to understand whether trading for a living is for you and how much do you personally need in your current situation to start your own trading business and to make a living from your trading. Before we can actually answer this question with any weight and clarity, let's once again make the comparison of a trading business to a normal traditional business model. If I had to ask you the question phrased in a different way and ask you outside of trading, how much would you need in order to live off starting your own business? So if you had to start another business, a traditional business model, nothing to do with trading, you went into the retail sector and you're going to start a clothing business and you're going to sell a range of t-shirts, my question to you would be, how much would you need in order to survive and make a living off that t-shirt business? Now, if we break down what it takes in order to generate an income and a profit from a traditional business, there are several different components that we need to talk about. First off, with a traditional business, if you are selling something like t-shirts or anything, a service or a product, by selling that service or a product, it will be generating turnover. So you are providing a service or a product to a market, and in exchange for that product or service, people are giving you money for that. And when you add all of that up together, that gives you your total turnover for a business. Turnover can be measured over several different time frames. You can look at your turnover in a day, in a week, in a month, in a year. But if we just couple that all together and we say total turnover generated for a business, most people are probably living month to month. They have a month set of expenses and they need to cover those expenses and have some extra on top. So if we look at a traditional business model and we say, right, well, this is how much turnover my business is generating. But remember, there's not just turnover in a business, because in order to generate turnover, there's always going to be cost of doing business and cost of sales, like we previously mentioned. Part of that turnover, there's going to be costs that come off that turnover. There's going to be materials cost for generating and running your business and producing products or services to the market that you're servicing. There's also going to be salaries and wages and things like that. Perhaps you've got staff working for you, as well as operating costs like rent and utilities and other things like that. All of these things grouped together is known as cost of sales and overheads. And when you remove your cost of sales and overheads from your turnover, what you're left with is your net profit. Now, in order to have a profitable business, what you need to make sure is that your business is producing a decent amount of profits, and that your profits are always larger than your costs. And when your profits are larger than your costs, you've got extra and leftover net profit, and you can either take that to draw a salary or reinvest back into the business. And if you can repeat this model over and over and over again, that repeatable system over a period of time will generate a consistently profitable business. When a business owner is in this position, it provides them a lot more comfort and ability to draw more profit out of the business, draw a larger salary, increase their lifestyle, and so forth. If you were the owner of this business and your profits were decent and you were keeping your costs down and you had a decent net profit, and let's say your lifestyle cost, your monthly costs, you needed, I don't know, let's use a round number of $10,000. Let's just say your monthly costs are $10,000 in order to survive. Now, would this business that you own be generating enough profits, turnover, and net profit in order for you to draw out a $10,000 salary or perhaps even a $15,000 salary because you want to cover your costs and have a bit more on top? Well, the answer would lie in the numbers and figures for this business. If you are generating perhaps $100,000 of turnover and your costs for this business are only $60,000, well, that will leave you with a $40,000 net profit. And if you as the owner then wants to take out $15,000 as your salary and then leave the rest within the business to reinvest, then that's great. You can go ahead and do that. That's perfect. And you've got a profitable business where you can live off that business in order to maintain your lifestyle. Trading is no different, and we need to view trading in the exact same way. The trading business model is structured in a similar way of the traditional business model, as we've already highlighted in the previous video. When it comes to turnover in a trading business, we know this comes from your total winning trades. But you don't just make winning trades when it comes to trading. Part and parcel of that, you're going to have costs of running your trading business. You might be purchasing a charting package, which is costing you a monthly subscription fee. On top of that, you might be subscribing also to some education, communities. You might be purchasing some resources in order to continue growing your education, and your understanding around the financial markets. And on top of that, we've also said in order to have winning trades, we're also going to have losing trades in our business. When you couple together your losses and your education and your charts, this would be your cost of trading and your overheads, and the balance left over would be your net profits. So when you try and ask yourself the question of, can I live from my trading and how much do I need to make in order to live from my trading, we need to apply the same thinking and the same focus. After you generate total winning trades, less your charts, less your education, less your losing trades, less any other overheads and costs that allow you to produce your winning trades, what's left over as a net profit, is that enough for you to be able to draw a salary from in order to sustain your current lifestyle? And so it all really depends on how much you can trade with, how much do you need, what is your current lifestyle, what are your monthly costs, and this varies. People have different living costs at different parts of the world, different cities, and different commitments that they have to. So there's no hard, fast answer to say whether you can live from trading or not. The answer needs to lie within how much you have to put behind your trading, what is your cost in living per month, because also you don't want to be pulling all your net profit out of your trading account. You want to be leaving money behind that you can reinvest back into your trading portfolio so you can start compounding those returns and making compound interest on your trading in order to grow and expand your trading business. You don't just want to be sitting in one place forever. Just like a normal traditional business, you always want to be growing, expanding, and making your business larger and larger. And that is exactly the same for trading.